Welcome to Niseko, Japan. This is one of the top destinations in the world known for the fresh powder skiing, often referred to as Japao. In this video, I'll go over what to expect when you visit Niseko and what the skiing on this mountain is like. Big favor before we dive in, like and subscribe if you're interested in travel and content like this. First things first, why is Niseko so popular? It's all about the powder snow. Niseko is one of the snowiest places in the world with over 15 meters of light dry powder every season. This is thanks to the cold Siberian winds picking up moisture from the Sea of Japan, creating the perfect skiing conditions. This was my first time skiing in powder and it was so much fun. You just glide right through. Since the powder is dry, you generally don't need Gore-Tex.
Great powder. Ready for it? Oh, it is pretty steep if you look at it on the outside.
It's kind of like what I would imagine going through a cloud would feel like. Keep in mind that with the powder, you'll get low visibility and constant snow. When it snows, it's a whiteout and you can't really see past 15 meters in front of you, but there aren't really cliffs, so it's fine. Niseko is also very foreigner friendly and English is widely spoken here. The best time to go is January to early February. In terms of weather, it's not too cold compared to North America. It gets pretty cold at the top when it snows, especially if you aren't hiking up to the top and you're doing the Black Hills. In order to get to Niseko, you'll most likely fly into Tokyo. From there, take a flight from Tokyo to Sapporo's new Chitose airport. You can then take a train or a ski shuttle bus. I would suggest the shuttle bus as it's more convenient and might get you directly to your hotel depending on where you're staying. It's approximately a 3-hour shuttle bus. You should definitely book your bus in advance. The mountain is split into 4 sections from left to right: Anuperi, Niseko Village, Grand Harafu, and Hanazono, which together form Niseko United. Let's break them down. Anuperi is more laid back with fewer crowds, so you'll more likely have more powder. There's some good tree skiing and some good off-piste runs, but there's less happening here at night. Niseko Village has more tree runs and great backcountry access. It's the second largest area, so it's convenient with lots of restaurants and bars. Niseko Village has a variety of activities for non-skiers as well. Grand Harafu is the heart of Niseko. It's the largest and most popular area with night skiing, the most runs, and the most variety of runs. It can be crowded on the lift since it's the most popular and convenient base area. It's the liveliest après-ski with the most restaurants and bars. It's the only resort that really has a significant town, so this is the place to be if you want to go out after a day of skiing. And since it's the most popular area, you should definitely make reservations for restaurants during the busy season. Hanazono is a smaller section with great tree skiing, terrain parks, and the famous strawberry fields powder bowls. They have the nicest and fastest ski lifts. The slopes are less crowded, but there's fewer restaurant options unless you go to the restaurants in the Park Hyatt. This area is better for intermediate to advanced skiers. There's lots of fresh powder in the morning, but it feels pretty groomed by the end of the day. Most hotels will provide shuttle buses to Harafu if you wanted to go out in the town, but it surprisingly takes longer than expected. In terms of skiing, it's split up into 3 levels. Green is beginner, which is about 30% of the runs, red is intermediate, which is about 40% of the runs, and black is advanced, which is 30% of the runs. I found the mountain itself to be a bit flatter than other ski resorts around the world. Thus, instead of following the colors, you'll want to pay attention to the listed incline on the Niseko website. For example, a 34-degree red is more like a black, but for some reason it's labeled as a red. And there are a few red runs at the top that should be black and a few black runs that aren't that bad. Basically, the runs really vary and the coloring can be really off. The hills are all interconnected by the lifts at the top of the mountain, so you can get to the other areas by traversing over at the top. However, the traverse from one end to the other is a bit long and sometimes won't work if you lose speed. Due to the layout of the lifts, you don't want to be doing this that often in a day, otherwise you'll lose valuable downhill time. While it is possible to get between the resorts at the top, in practice, it's not that feasible and it can be quite difficult to move around, especially if the lifts at the top are closed. I would suggest that you just spend a day at 1 or 2 areas and then do another area the next day. The biggest complaint I have is that there's no lift that takes you directly from the base to the summit. You'll need to take 2 or 3 lifts to get to the top, and the lifts are very slow. Not even the gondolas or the bigger chairlifts will get you to the top directly. The upper lifts that connect to the other sections of the mountain tend to be red or black hills, mostly due to low visibility and moguls. So you'll need to be more advanced for the infamous single chairlift, also referred to as the pizza box lift because it's shaped like a pizza box, which is super scary and has no safety bar or harness. So hold on for dear life.
This is the pizza box lift. I'm literally just on a little pizza box. There's no safety harness. It's kind of scary, it's shaking a bit, but it's cool.
Let me know in the comments if you would go on this pizza box ski lift. Do keep an eye on the time as the upper lifts can close a little earlier or close depending on the weather, so you may be stuck taking a bus like we did.
Because someone miscalculated the route. Not I.
In theory, the bus is great, but in reality, it sucked. The bus took a really long time to show up, and it took a really long time to get to Hanazono, so I would definitely avoid doing this next time. You could also try to take a taxi or use the app Go, which is basically their Uber, but it's not cheap. Niseko is very popular for backcountry off-piste skiing, so more advanced, but there are lots of out-of-bound areas that would be considered inbounds in North American resorts. Niseko gates provide controlled access to the coveted backcountry powder, which comes with an inherent risk. And if you're really advanced, there's also a portion at the top where you can hike up 20 minutes to the summit for amazing backcountry powder runs.
Oh wow, the ants.
Cat skiing is also popular, but not really heli skiing. Something that I thought was really cool was that some of the ski lifts have covers, which I personally haven't experienced before, so I was fascinated. There is a ski lift with a chair cover, so it keeps you nice and toasty. I don't think it's heated, but the wind isn't getting in, so it's not chilly. I haven't seen this in Europe or North America, so this is really interesting for Japan, and I love it. If you're a beginner, there are a lot of green hills, and it's very family-friendly and beginner-friendly at the base of the hills. In terms of tickets, a Niseko United Pass will give you access to all 4 areas of the mountain. There's a machine where you can purchase your lift tickets, or you can purchase it online and scan the QR code to redeem the ticket here. For a 1-day lift ticket, it's 10,500 yen, so about $68 US. For a 5-day lift ticket, it's 50,000 yen, so about $330 US. That's much more affordable than North American prices. You should buy your ticket online to save time and a bit of money, and then pick up your ticket at a ticket machine. If you're a beginner, it would make more sense to get a ticket for a specific resort since it'll be slightly cheaper and you likely won't be exploring the other areas. For example, it's 8,800 yen, which is about $60 US for a 1-day ticket for just Niseko Village. Or it's 10,500 yen, so $68 US for a 1-day all-mountain pass. Otherwise, get the all-mountain pass so you can freely explore the whole mountain. In my opinion, I think it's better to get the Niseko United ticket for the first day or two to scope out the mountain. Then after that, you can get tickets for the respective areas because you'll likely be spending more time in one area, and traversing every day takes too much time. If you have an Icon Pass, Niseko is included. So where should you stay? If you want any kind of atmosphere, stay in Hirafu. That's where all the action is, and everyone congregates there at night from the other resorts if they can get a taxi back. Annapurna is a more low-key vibe. Hanazono has the nice luxury hotel, the Park Hyatt, which you can check out my review in the video linked below. Niseko Village is a bit of an in-between with a chill vibe but still has some restaurants. Ski kit rentals in Japan are pretty affordable. I paid 28,500 yen for a 5-day rental of ski boots, skis, and poles, so that's about $190 US. You can choose all mountain skis or powder skis. All mountain skis are close enough to regular skis but still have enough float for powder. Powder skis are fatter and float better in powder but are harder to get a good balance if the snow gets heavier or hard packed. You can also swap your skis for a different type during your rental period if you wanted to try the different options. A lot of the rental companies will drop you back at your lodging within the Niseko United Resort area with your gear for free. And they'll also pick up your kit from your hotel, so that's convenient and you don't have to worry about returning it. I loved skiing at Niseko, but I don't know if I would return anytime soon in the foreseeable future. As I mentioned earlier, it's difficult to move around the resorts and you need to take multiple lifts, and the lifts are really slow. Niseko has great conditions, but incredibly dated infrastructure and limited resort capacity. It also doesn't really feel like Japan other than some of the ramen and sushi options. It's a long way from North America, and once the novelty wears off, you'll realize that there are better options that are closer. Unless, of course, you wanted to go to Japan anyways. Then it's a great option. So I don't think I'll be skiing in Niseko for the foreseeable future, but I can't wait to come back when the infrastructure has been revamped. If you want to see more travel content or are interested in content like this, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.